morning students, welcome back to our virtual classroom once again. Last few class I have been talking about the square and square root. Okay, from previous 2-3 classes you have already come to know the properties of a square number and how to find out the square of a number and Pythagoras triplet. Today I am going to discuss an important topic, that is how to find out square root of given numbers. Let's see. The meaning of the square root. As you all know that inverse, that is opposite of addition, is subtraction and inverse of multiplication is division. Similarly, finding square root of a number is also the inverse operation of squaring of that number. Okay, it is denoted by the symbol this. Okay, this is the symbol to denote square root of a given number. Now, what are the different methods to find out square root of a number? There are mainly 4 methods, like repeated subtraction method, prime factorization method, long division method and Vedic method. This fourth one, Vedic method, is not included in our textbook, but I used to teach the student every year because it is very important for your life, and when you are appearing for maths olympiad or any type of competitive exam, this method will help you a lot to find the square root of a given number within a very short period of time. Okay, now I will start with the repeated subtraction method. Repeated subtraction method, as you all know that properties of perfect square number is, if you are able to subtract odd numbers starting from 1 successively, then and if the result is coming after certain step is 0, then only you can understand that this is the perfect square number. Same way I can find out the square root of a given number by repeated subtraction method also. Let's see 49. Okay, 49 is the number. Now I have to find out the square root of 49 by repeated subtraction method. What to do? I have to subtract odd numbers starting from 1 by 1. Okay, and let's see after how many steps it is coming 0. 49 minus 1 is 48. Next odd number 3. 48 minus 3 is 45. Then 45 minus 5 is 40. 40 minus 7 is 33. 33 minus 9 is 24. 24 minus 11 is 13. And finally 13 minus 13 is 0. So we have arrived at a stage of 0. Now after how many steps we have got 0? Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that means square root of 49 is 7. Let's another example. Suppose you like to find out the square root of 121 by repeated subtraction method. Okay, then start the same way. 121 minus 1 is 120. 120 minus 3 is 117. 117 minus 5 is 112. 112 minus 7 is 105. 105 minus 9 is 96. 96 minus 11 is 85. 85 minus 13 is 72. 72 minus 15 is 57. 57 minus 17 is 40. 40 minus 19 is 21. And finally 21 minus 21 is 0. Means all the numbers starting from 1, you see 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21. These are the odd numbers. After deducting, how many times it is coming 0? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 times. After 11 times, it comes to 0. So the square root of 121 is 11. But you see, this method we generally don't follow for examination, as it is a very time consuming method, but it is one of the method. Those who are not able to follow other method, calculation where little calculation is there, you can follow this method also to find the square root of a number if certain method is not mentioned in your question paper. If simply it is like this, find the square root of given number, so you can follow any method. When method's name is mentioned, so you have to perform the square root by particular that method only. Now second method is what? prime factorization method. Prime factorization means what? When a number is represented as a product of primes. So this is called prime factorization. So how you will find out the square root by prime factorization method? Let's one example. Suppose 144. I like to find out the square root of 144 by prime factorization method. What is the prime factorization of the 144? You see, you have to divide by prime numbers 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3. So and finally 0. So that 144 can be written 2 into 2, 2 into 2 and 3. We have to underline pair of equal prime factors, pair of equal prime factors. Okay, if there is no pair of equal prime factors, then straight away we can say this number is not a perfect square number. Okay, but when I said find the square root of the this number, prime factorization method, you have to assume this number is prime by perfect square number only. Now then what will be the answer? Square root of 144, you will get one factor from per pair. Okay, one factor per pair. This two, one more factor from this, one more factor from this. So after multiplying all those things, I am getting 12. Okay, this is the prime factorization method. Now I am discussing about long division method. Suppose in long division method you have like to find out the square root of this big number. When the number is very big, we have to follow the long division method. Okay, because when a number is big, it is very difficult to find out the factors and by which number it will be divisible. For this you need to remember the divisibility rule of the number also. So best way to find the square root of a big number is the long division method. How it is done, you just follow me. Say 390625, you have to find out the square root. First of all, you write down the number and start place a bar above the pair of numbers starting from unit digit. Pair of number starting from unit digit. Then another 10, 100 and 1000 and 10,000 and lakh. If you see the last number having no pair, then you have to put a bar on the single number only. Okay. Now while dividing, how will start? You can take only one pair at a time, not more than this. Okay, you have 39. You have to think which number, which when multiply, we get 39 or very close to 39. Okay, then the number definitely will be 6. 6 is the 36, 7 7 the 49. It is more. You cannot take more, just below 39 or 39. So 36, 6 is 36. So you have to write down 6 here. You have to write down also 6 here. Now after subtraction, I am getting what? 3, and thereafter we have to bring down next pair of numbers. Okay, now earlier quotient was 6, make it double, it will be 12, or you can add these two, you will stem, you will get that 12. Imagine there is a 0 earlier, so already I have given the number. Okay, that's why it is 2, but you have to imagine 0, that means 120 you have, and your dividend is 306. How many times it can go? If you put a 3 here, that means 3 times. 3 times means 300 something. You have only 306, so it will be more. You cannot take more. So what to do? Then 2 times. So multiply it by 2. In quotient place, you have to write down 2, and here also you multiply it by 2. Result is coming 244. Okay. Now subtract this. I am getting 62. Okay. After subtraction, I am getting 62, and bring down the last pair of number here. Okay. Now before that, this was the result quotient. Before the final step, this was the quotient. 62 2s are 124, or 120 plus 2 is the 124, both way. Now what I have to, there is a 0, imagine there is a 0 here. Now what I have to write, which when multiplied I am getting 5, is a very common rule, because number ending with 5, if you find out the square root, it will be 5. If you find the square, it also 5. Okay. So no way you have to write down the 5 here. Multiplied by 5, I am getting 6225, and result final level 0. So square root of 390625 is equal to 625. Let's see, I am giving one more example with a decimal number, 232.5625. Clear? So now this time we have to place a bar from the decimal part. from the decimal power whole number you have to place a bar this way, 2 3 and 2 alone, and from the decimal part from the 10th place, 10th, 100th and 1000, 10,000 you have to place a bar, okay, this way, 1 place, 10 place and 100 place alone, and from here 10th place, 100th place and 1000 place and 10,000 place, this way. Now you have only one number from the one bar, okay, your left hand side. Which number when multiplied it comes to 2 or very close to 2? Definitely 1. 1 1 ja 1. After subtracting I am getting 1 only. Bring down the next pair of number 32 like others. So what is the double of 1? 2. You have to imagine there is a 0, that is 20. How many times if we multiply it comes to 132, nearby 132. If I write down 5 here, 25 is a 125. 6 if I write down it will be more than 132. I cannot write down the 6, okay. Write down 5 here and also 5, multiply 25 by 5, I am getting 125. After subtracting I am getting 7, and thereafter you have to shift first decimal number on your quotient place and then bring down the next pair of number 56, okay. Now your number is 556, clear. Now before decimal part what was the number? 15. Make it double, 30, or if you add again you are getting 30. Imagine there is a 0, 300 and you have 756. So definitely if I write 3 here, so 900 something it will be, but I have 756 only. That's why I can divide it by 2 times only, 2. So if we multiply it by 302 by 2, I am getting 604, and you have to write down 2 here also. Subtract. After subtracting I am getting 152, and then you bring down the last pair of number here 25, and what was the number here? 152. Forget about the decimal, 152. Make it double, 304, or if you add 304, imagine there is a 0, and again you see number ending with 5. Definitely you have to write down 5 to divide. So 5 and again multiplied by 5. So earlier it was 0. Imagine there was a 0 here, and that 0 you have replaced by 5 because we have to multiply it by 5 times. After multiplication I am getting, finally after subtraction I am getting 0. So what is the square root of the number? Square root of this number is equal to 1525. This is the division method. By division method it is very applicable. Somewhere we have to apply division method when the number is big, and problem sum also, sometimes problem sum where how much you have to add, how much you have to deduct, this type question is there. We cannot apply prime factorization method or repeated subtraction method. We have to follow the long division method, clear. So this is about the long division method. Now I am coming to the next method, that is Vedic method, okay. Vedic method, for Vedic method you have to remember a chart. I told you earlier also, I have given as a task to remember the table of square from 1 to 30. Minimum 1 to 30 you have to memorize, okay. 1 square 1, 2 square 2, this way 30 square is equal to 900, one part. And unit digit of square number. What is the unit digit of square number? If any perfect square number ending with 1, then square root unit digit will be either 1 or 9. This relation you have to remember, okay. If the square number ending with 4, unit digit 4, so square root unit digit will be either 2 or 4, 8, okay. Now 5, always 5 in square number 5, the square root also 5, and square root 5 square number also 5, there is no change. Now if a square number having 6 in its unit digit, then it will be either 4 or 6. Why 4 or 6? Because 6 I can 6 I can get 4 4 is 16, or 6 6 is 36. So there is a possibility that unit digit may be 4 or maybe 6. I have to decide it quickly. Now 9, how can I get 9? 3 3 is 9, or 7 7 is 49. So unit digit may be 3 or maybe 7. Clear? Now this table you have to apply in this case. Let's see. I have to find out the square root of 5929, okay, quickly without any calculation. So for this, what to do? First of all, we have to underline the 2 digit, these 2 places, okay. First 2 places you underline. What is the unit digit? 9. What is the combination? If a number ends with 9, the unit digit of a square root may be 3 or 7. So possibility is 3 or 7. Smaller one is 3, greater number is 7. Leaving 29, what is the rest number? 59. Now you see in your table 59 comes after which square number? 7 7 ja 49, 8 8 ja 64. That means after 7 square coming 59. So your 10 digit will be 7. Now what will be my 7 unit digit? You see 49, your number is 59. So 59 is close to 49 or close to 64. It is close to 64, that means greater one. So in this case, if it is close to 49, then you have to take 3, and if it is close to 64, then you have to take 7. So it is close to 64, that's why you have to take 7 and its unit digit. So then answer will be you need 10 digit 7 and unit digit also 7. That means square root of this number is 77. Understood? Okay, I am giving one more example. You see 9604. Okay, by Vedic method I have to find out the square root. So first of all we have to underline these two lines, two digit, unit digit are 10 digit. So 4, what is the combination of 4? If any number ending with 4, the unit digit may be 2 or 8. So possibility is either 2 unit digit, either 2 or 8. That you have to confirm for next 2 digit. Your number is, next number is 96. 96 coming after which square number? 9 square 81 or 10 square 100. That means 10 digit. Always you have to take the here the small first number. After 9 square is coming 96. That means you have to take 9. 10 place is 9. Now what will be my unit place? Okay, your 96, number 96 is close to 81 or close to 100? It is close to 100. If it is close to greater one, you have to take the greater number. If it is close to smaller one, you have to take the smaller number. So your final answer, square root of 9604 will be 98. Clear? Now last example I am giving. Suppose you like to find out the square root of 4096 by Vedic method. Okay, what to do? Same way, underline the last 2 digit. Okay, 96, number ending with 6. What is the possibility? Either 4 or 6. So your unit digit possibility is 4 or 6. And leaving these 2 digit, what is the rest number? Rest number is 40. 40 is coming after whose square number? You see 6 is the 36, 7 is the 49. So the 10 digit will be 6 only. After 36 coming 40, so 10 digit will be 6, and unit digit will be what? So your number is 40. 40 close to 36 or 49? 40 close to 36 only. So that means this time you have to take the smaller one. So your final answer will be, this will be 10 digit 6 or unit digit 4. That is 64. Square root of 4096 is 64. If you have not understood, please replay the video again and again. It is very easy, you can make out. For this, this chart is very important for you. You have to memorize this chart. Otherwise, you see the chart and solve it. It will be no way. Okay, it will be useless until and unless you remember this chart. Okay. Now I am giving you some task. I have taught you 4 different methods to find out square root. So on the basis of the 4 method, I have given 4 questions using repeated subtraction method, using prime factorization method, using long division method, and using Vedic method. So if you have fair notebook, you must do it on a fair notebook, and if you don't have, at least you write down in your rough notebook only. When you are getting a fair notebook, you will just write down. Okay. So this is today's class. No more today. I will be meeting again on Thursday, I think. And till then, bye bye and take care of your health. Okay.